Dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, awesome.
So while he's firing up all the cameras here, what do you do? What are you taking in school here?
I'm majoring in construction management. So right now I'm just going to history class. It's one of my electives, SRGs. I forgot what it's called.
What year are you in?
Freshman. I'm a non-traditional freshman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a non-trad when I went to school too.
Oh, okay, sick.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an experience, not gonna lie. Or
Yeah.
different. Bit of a, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's different.
Yeah. I did more of the tech school route for electronics.
Oh, sick.
It's
How was
kinda
that?
like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah?
That was back in '87.
Oh,
I was a
okay.
non-trad then, so I'm a little older than you
Yeah.
are.
I know a lot of these,
But,
some of these students I'm in the class with, they call me uncle or unk. Like,
Nice.
I'm only 22, dude.
Yeah. So did you just work out of high school then?
Yeah, I enlisted in the Army right after high school.
Oh, so GI Bill.
Yep, GI Bill. And then a
Very
couple
nice.
of scholarships and going to school for free, basically.
Cool.
And getting paid to go to school, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like family that was military?
Yeah, I had a lot. I was kind of groomed at a young age to be in the Army. I had uncles, my dad, and my grandpa, great-grandpas were all enlisted.
Yep.
So felt like I had to.
How about the construction side?
Construction side, I have an uncle who's a civil engineer and it's kind of in his field of, so he wants to start a business after I graduate, which is, I'd be
Yeah.
interested in, yeah.
Yeah, if you ever want to talk about that, I can give you my card. I started the business with a buddy of mine back in '97. We're still 27 years into the business right now.
Oh, sick.
So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we could do some conversations at a different time about that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Cool. So is there anything particular, like David was talking about here, that maybe something that you think is a conclusion that you believe in? Doesn't need to be belief, you know what I mean, but something that you understand to be true that you wish other people maybe thought was true as well.
Like in the world?
Yeah, in the world, yeah.
How messed up the world really is. Because I feel like living in the United States, you're kind of cut off from the rest of the world and what's happening. You know, like in is it Myanmar? Yeah, Burma, there's civil war. Israel, Gaza, Ukraine, just Africa, and just other places people don't really hear about what's going on over there.
Yeah, so when people over here don't care about what's going on over there, is it because they don't know what's going on, or?
Yeah, it's like we're living in a bubble almost. Like I don't want to say reverting back to isolationism, but it's what it feels like sometimes.
Yeah.
There's not enough out there about that stuff here.
Yeah. In a perfect world, how would you educate people about what's going on in the world? Because it sounds like that's what you're kind of wanting to do.
Really just get the word out there. I don't know how I would go about doing that, because I've never really thought about like actually having something like that to do. I get the chance whenever I get to someone ask me a question, because I'm prior service and they always ask me about politics and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, I can tell you a little bit.
So what has given you your perspective on the rest of the world? Like what brought you to this conclusion, I guess?
Definitely being in the Army and around all these other cultures, especially people who aren't originally from the United States and joined the Army. Like, because I met one chick from Burma, she told me about it. Another dude in my National Guard unit now, he's from there and he talks about it. And then I had a couple of friends who are Jewish, so and then Palestinians too, who are talk about that and support what's going on.
So I think based on what you said, thinking back about what you said, is there anything that, based on that you could recommend other people do, or how we could get there?
Yeah, I mean, definitely search it up, Google search. That's pretty much all it takes almost.
Yeah.
I know Reddit has Reddit's a good page for stuff for that. It's a little, yeah.
If you hadn't been, have you been overseas yourself?
No.
No? Okay. But you've met people directly who have been there.
Yeah.
Or,
okay.
yeah.
For the most part, most of them.
Yeah, yeah. So if everybody were to take this approach and be educated, what would the world look like to you, or how would that change things? And why is that important to you?
That's a tough one.
Like, how would the U.S. look if David and I knew, if we understood all these things? How would it change us and the U.S.?
Well, I don't really want it to change. I mean, I think it's fine as it is now. But
I think I kind of heard you say that you wish people knew more,
yeah,
and I guess that maybe I was making an assumption in my head that if they only knew, then
yeah.
something. So what is that something? If we only knew, then what?
If we only knew, then what?
Yeah, then what? How would it change David's life and my life if we only knew?
I feel like we'd wouldn't be better as people, but trying to think. Like I said, I don't want it to change. It's nice as it is now. I feel like I wish it was like this everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, but can't have everything.
So would changing it be bad then? If we understood what was going on, would that be bad? If you don't want it to change,
I feel like it would have some repercussions, yes. You know, everyone would take it a different way. There's different perspectives of how people see it. And, you know, it might motivate someone to donate or, you know, help out in any way they can. Or it might make someone radical, you know, take it the wrong way and try to get the attention to it in the wrong way, like in a mass shooting or XYZ, something like that.
Yeah, a lot of challenges, aren't there, to the world?
Yeah, sadly, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. I think I'm gonna, unless you've got anything else, David, I think that we've had a good little conversation here.
Sweet.
Unless, is there any other questions you had for me on this?
I don't think so. I think it was a good discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I honored your time here too.
No,
I know
you're
you got
fine.
school to go to, your next history class.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you've got something to think about when you walk away.
Oh yeah, definitely, 1000%. Especially you stumped me with that. How would I change and how would it change here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that more.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
Well, good. Yeah, that's kind of what we want to do. We want to get people to think about things in a different way. And so we're not just knee-jerk making a decision and going deeper. So,
yeah. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, excellent.
It was nice meeting you.
You bet. Nice meeting you too. Thank you.
Thanks again, Dustin.
You too, boss.
Take care.
Yeah, you did.
Thanks for your service. So I usually like to do a debrief.
Yeah.
Now that it's fresh.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
See, I've been thinking about this a lot, and just I'm thinking more on the lines of how does it impact the world if what you believe were true, and how does that impact everybody else? That's what I was trying to get at with him, to get him to think about what's the impact of what you want to do. So I think for what I was trying to do, I think it went well.
Yeah.
I think I got him to think.
Yeah, he said a lot of things that I like to hear.
Yeah.
Like you made me think about it differently, or I'm gonna have to think about it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. And I'm trying to keep in mind too, like when he was really stumped for a very long time, instinctively I wanted to actually stop the conversation and say, great, it's been great. This is a great conversation, and you've got something to think about. Let him go at that point, just to allow him to, without having to explain to me anymore, just to leave it with him himself more,
Yeah.
to walk away. It would have been shorter yet, but I think that's probably okay too.
Yeah, good time to end it.
Yeah,
A good note to end on.
yeah. So, yeah. Any thoughts from you?
No. Maybe like I was interested in the question of like, when is more information bad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can you think of a? Does it sound like he was maybe like, if only more people knew this?
But then he didn't
Would it
want
be-
things to change.
Right. Exactly.
If they did know it, how would it change?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of got him on that one. Just got him to think.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Well, we got one down.
very nice.
You want to do another one? Try to get another one here.
You can get another one.
Got some good
Either
traffic.
you or I, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll watch you do one. Maybe go back and forth.
Okay.
So,
Anything else you want to say before I?
no,
Cut
I
the
think
cameras?
it's good. I think we're good.
Awesome. Cool.
I think it was a fun one.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Cool.
It felt a lot more natural than the first time we did it. I've been thinking about stuff more lately and having different conversations with people, thinking about the questions I should be asking, and using it more in my professional life too. So,
Cool.
yeah,
So you feel a little bit more comfortable this time around.
yeah. And again, I'm really trying to incorporate it more in my business with people that I meet, with clients that we work with. So,
That's when you can apply it to your everyday life.
yeah, and have it be more natural.
Right.
That's not something you have to think about doing. It's just what you do. I think that's where everybody should strive to be, right? Just, I'd imagine with you doing this very regularly, you're probably pretty close to that. Anytime you talk to people, you're probably just naturally asking questions.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a big part of the way I explore stuff with people, for sure.
Good.
Cool.
Very good.
Nice work.
All right. Excellent.